guys, so I thought I'd just kind of show you around this area and show you what plants are in here, because I just wonder if that's something that you guys would like to know about. I wonder if you would like to know what kind of vegetables and things we're growing here in our garden spaces that I'm showing you that we're decorating and theming. So just to start, here we have at the very beginning some eggplants that we grew. And we have over here right next to it, this is a scallion that is in bloom right here. So that's tasty. These are just flowers. This is just a dusty minor. It helps keep some of the bugs away, and I put it next to this. This is a tomatillo plant. It has little tomatillo buds on it. And inside of here, if you've never had a tomatillo, let's see if I can find a really good one for you. There's one. You just pop it open, and that's a tomatillo, and you can eat that. And here's some lettuces that are starting to bolt. They're starting to go to seed. But we'll still cut and eat off of these, and they'll still make some more salad for us. This is an artichoke that we just put in, so we'll see what happens here. Again, more marigolds. I just like to diversify and put a lot of stuff in. And these are some snow peas. Pretty cool. We've probably had not a lot, but maybe 20 or so peas. So that's a lot for this really humid climate. And then we also have this entire trellis is full of green beans. I'll put a picture in for you guys so you can see how many green beans this thing has. But this is about, I don't know, 8 plants that I put in here, and I've kind of layered them a little bit, maybe like 1 or 2 weeks apart as I put them in, and I just let them fill the trellis, and then we will go ahead and pick those until they die out. Then we'll put in long beans, which actually, if you continue this way through the garden, I'll show you some long beans down there. But this is, look at how big this is. This is a monster kale. Look at that. Yeah, so we could feed a couple families off of this. If you like to juice, you might really want to get yourself one of these, because it's definitely worth the money. And these are some delicious candy stripe tomatoes. My friend gave them to me, and they're just coming along. I let them do their thing in this garden bed here. And this is the long beans I was talking about. They make these cool pods. They're really fun colors. And the colors actually strip off when you boil them in water, so it's kind of like a color magic. God had color magic before color magic was a thing. And this is some nasturtium. I put the nasturtiums in because the ants don't love nasturtiums, and sometimes they want to make their nests in these corners right here, so I'm just doing what I can to avoid some of that. And here is a kohlrabi. If you haven't had kohlrabi, you are definitely missing out, and you should pick one up at the store or try and grow one from seed. They're super easy. For me, this is my 3rd year gardening, so not a lot of experience. You can do this, promise. And then this is a pepper plant that kind of got frozen, but it's still ripening some of its fruit, so we're just letting it go, but the plant is surely not gonna come back. You can see all this dead vegetation. It's gonna die out. We're on the back side of the green bean trellis here, and you can see there's a lot more beans on there. Probably in our family and maybe another family for one night, so we pick them every night. Right now they're just in season. And then these are supposed to be purple tomatillos, which I've never had before. But look at this cute little flower. Isn't that cute? Right? And these are gladiolas, of course. Gladiolas come from a bulb. I always buy mine at the big box store at the end of the season because they're half off. And this is an asparagus plant. These take years to establish. I've seen people just have an entire bed just for their asparagus, but I like to interplant, as you can see. So I feel like if all the research scientists are doing shows that varying microbiome for humans is good, it must also be good for plants. So that's what I'm doing there. This is a pepper. Look at that cutie. And another asparagus. Just some more greens have been in here. And this is going to be okra. I just put that in recently. Marigolds again. Some dill. It's kind of sparse here because I've got this coconut palm. My husband loves coconuts, so we're trying. We'll see what happens. And then in here, these are carrots. They're purple carrots. You can maybe see the tops if I get close in there. Not sure if you can see that. And then here, this has been such a surprise to me because I have tried to grow squash here and been very unsuccessful because the squash bugs just eat everything. But for whatever reason, I put this acorn squash in. I just cut it in half and ate what we were going to eat and then left the seeds inside of the shell husk. Poked it a little bit, but left it inside there, and it seems to love those nutrients. This is several plants in here, and probably an experienced gardener would tell me to thin those out, but I just can't help it. I have to keep them all. I'm just so proud that they actually came in. This corner has some carrots, some amaryllis, some sunflower. This is a sunflower getting ready to bloom soon. And these are Mexican sunflowers. The monarch butterflies love these. And I have several different melons that the kids wanted to plant. This is Sakura's melon. And I know there's a rattlesnake. I think that's this guy here that's super long on the long front here. I think that's the rattlesnake. And this is a tiger melon, I believe. Yep. So they're all trying. I have not successfully grown a melon before. So let's see what happens, right? And if you come around, we're coming around the bend here. Here's some more tomatoes. But this is a Abigail variety. You can see there's some fruit on there trying. She's trying. Love this baby. And a little bit further, I've got my yarrow coming in here, some flowers. But there's one cabbage left and some broccoli. This is the broccoli. And this is the second harvest of broccoli. We cut the first one off and then it makes a few more stems. There's 1, 2, and maybe a third down there. Okay, so that's pretty much what we have going on in this area where we're filming this scene. The only other thing I would say is if you haven't seen this plant and you live in a hot, humid climate, you need to get yourself some of this. This right here, this whole thing, built this whole thing. This has been cut and cut and cut and cut, and we keep trying to keep it under control, but it just takes over. It is a plant called longevity spinach, and it is amazing. It's so prolific and it makes tons of food. That's how we found it in the first place, is that we were looking for something that we were going to be able to feed our family with. So longevity spinach, it's spinach, but it's also more hearty tasting than the spinach that you get at the store that's kind of soft. This is like very crunchy and crispy. So good. The other cool thing about this plant, I did not realize, I mean, I guess all plants probably seed somehow, but I've never seen anyone talk about flowers of the longevity spinach, and this is what they look like. They don't smell great, I'm gonna be honest with you. Kind of stinky like dandelions, but dandelions are super good for you. So maybe these are super good for you too. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look it up. Thanks for joining us. I hope you enjoyed seeing a little bit more behind the scenes of what we're doing back here. And yeah, ask any questions down in the comments if you have them. I'm happy to share about the garden. Hope you have a blessed day. Thanks for being here. Bye. This is my very first Lysianthus. I grew this from seed. Let's not mention that I planted 20 and I got one single stem, but isn't she gorgeous? And she's purple. I thought she was gonna be green. She's lovely.